I still have tingling in my right arm. Years later, I was feeling off. There's a history of heart failure in my family, so I know the symptoms. I walked myself to urgent care, stopping every few minutes to breathe. They said my blood pressure was up and my oxygen was low. I live in a HUD non smoking building, but my neighbor was smoking weed. It triggered my asthma, so I called 911 and went to the hospital. In the beginning, I had good care and felt safe, but a couple of new staff came on Friday. First, a big guy came and took my blood. I told him, take it from my hand. That's the way the other guy did it, and he did a good job. Another nurse was there checking my heart monitor. The guy jammed the needle into my hand. I said, ouch. He snatched it out, threw it in the bag, and stormed out the room. The nurse turned to me and said, yeah, we got a problem with him. I said, he's not to come in my room again. But Saturday, he came back and tried to shut the door. Before you take another step, kindly remove yourself, I said as I pointed my finger at him. He slung the door open and stormed out. Because of 30 pounds of extra fluid that they had to drain off of me, I couldn't have liquids. So I sucked on ice to relieve my dry throat. A new nurse came in and tossed my cup of ice. When I asked for a little juice to take my medicine, she had an attitude, but finally went and got the juice. I had to pee every few minutes and they had to measure it, so I kept ringing the bell. Maybe they were a little annoyed at me. I was there alone when the nurse with the attitude put some medicine in my IV and left. Suddenly, my arm started burning from the inside. I called Mama J and started crying, my arm is burning. She tried to calm me down, and I rang the bell. Miss Attitude, she didn't know I was talking to Mama J. My arm is on fire. What did you put in my IV? You want me to take it out? She said with a smirk. I wonder, was it because of the ice? I told another nurse, I don't want Miss Attitude in my room again. Mama J called the nurse's station. Found out she put Lasix directly into my IV. Then several nurses had to hold me down to take the stent out. It was full of blood and I blacked out. When I woke up the next day, the site was still covered in blood. They didn't even bother to clean it. I'm out of here, I told the supervisor. You got good workers, but you have to do something about these bad ones. I speak up not only for myself, but for that 90-year-old lady who's across the hall, who's here all alone. I worry that big guy might jam a needle into her arm when no one's around. Or Miss Attitude might ignore her because she doesn't speak English. The bedside manner of a lot of your staff is terrible. Maybe if you guys thought of us as one of your relatives, you care. The supervisor listened, but I wonder, will anything change?